So are you like me, where whenever you watch a movie or read a book or watch a cool show on TV that stars a really heroic, badass, tough, smart, capable, butt-kicking heroine, to kind of picture yourself as that person? Whether it's, Princess Leia from Star Wars, who I grew up with and wanted to be and had the toothbrush, or Hermione from Harry Potter, or any number of really cool women and men who are heroic, and maybe they don't start out that way, or maybe we don't see them, or they don't see themselves as that way at the beginning of the movie, but they step up and they take ownership of their abilities and their responsibilities and become these really awesome people. And honestly, I spent a lot of time thinking about that, and I have some t-shirts and things like that. Would be cool, man. I wish I could live a life like that. And when you think about it, our lives really are just adventure stories, right? I mean, the reason we resonate with these stories so much is, maybe we're not out there fighting monsters in the real world and, big physical monsters and everything, but there are other monsters that we face in our lives, and there's challenges and things that we have to overcome and opportunities to step up and really shine and be the hero. So that's the logic behind my newest program, which is cleverly enough named the Be the Hero program. And it's an online course, and there'll be a link below where you can click on it and find out more about it. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about the inspiration behind it today, because I think it's an important shift where we kind of have this narrow view of what our lives are sometimes. And we have been going through the steps that were laid out for us. And we did all the things we're supposed to do. We went to school. We did well in school. We worked really hard and studied and got good grades and did all the other things you're supposed to do, the extracurricular activities and everything. And then the same thing through college. And we followed the path. And then we got the entry-level job that we were supposed to get. And then we did all the things, whether we started a family or not, but we did the things to keep moving forward on that well-defined path, right? And now here we are in our late 30s, early 40s, or 50s, or whatever point in your life that you come to this realization and you have that moment of, is this all there is? Because I'm feeling a little bit restless and things are not bad. I have a good life. I just feel like there's something more. And you kind of escape into these movies and things because, these are these epic tales of what these people are going through and what they do and accomplish. And we kind of want that for ourselves. So my thing is, why not you? If you just shift your perspective and view your life as an adventure story and yourself as the hero of that story, I think it really will start to click and help put things in perspective a little bit, and also help you open your eyes and gain awareness of opportunities and everything. Because, heroes in the movies and TV and books, they have their origin story, right? They have those things that have happened to them or that they have done that have gotten them to this point. And so I think it's important that you go in and dig into that origin story of yourself, of how you've gotten to this point, and really analyze, I'm going to use the word story a lot, but those stories that you're telling yourself about your life. Like maybe you tell yourself, I'm not the person who is super successful, or I'm not the person who's going to stand up in front of the crowd and be seen. I'm much more of a person who plays it low key, and what I've got is good enough and I shouldn't reach for more. All these stories that we tell ourselves, but there's probably reasons for them. There's things that have triggered them and help them form in our minds. And so we keep retelling them and retelling them. So part of the course is to first get clear on what those existing stories are and challenge the ones that are no longer serving you. Because they need to be replaced with a better story about your life and who you are as a person and what you're moving towards and are going to achieve as that hero who's stepping out on the next adventure, right? And then just shifting your awareness so that you are thinking of, hey, this is an adventure, my life. What tends to happen on these adventure stories, right? There's usually people that appear or manuscripts that appear or things that once you're looking for them, you become aware of them. So, people, things, maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do, and once you get clear on those things that have been holding you back and get this new awareness, and also not just awareness, but stop putting so much pressure on yourself about everything and just following your curiosity instead of your passion. Elizabeth Gilbert in her book Big Magic talks about this a lot. We put so much pressure on ourselves, like if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to make a change in my life, if I'm going to try something new, it has to be my passion, and I have to be my purpose in life and everything. That's so much pressure. So what if you just follow your curiosity instead? And once you realize and acknowledge to yourself what that curiosity is, what you're curious about, you'll be amazed at the things and opportunities and possibilities that start to present themselves to you. So in the course, you'll see that I refer to this as the dragons and unicorns. And so you can find out more about that again on the link, but that's just kind of the way I frame it. But think about these stories. Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit, right? He was living his normal everyday life, and then people came into his life. The wizard came into his life, and then all these dwarves, and he decided to go on an adventure. So it's just about shifting your perspective a little bit. And then the next step is making a decision and taking action. So saying that you're willing to be that person who's going to take action and be bold and try this thing. But again, you don't have to take a huge leap. It can be something small. It's just a matter of trying something new and pursuing that curiosity and giving it a go, because it's an adventure, right? Why not? You don't want to be that person who gets to the end of their life with a lot of regrets. What they say, you don't regret the things you did, you regret the things you didn't do. So don't be that person. Come on, let's have an adventure together. Be the hero. And so that's it. It's about changing your perspective, getting clear on the stories you're already telling yourself, training yourself to have new stories that you're going to create and new possibilities that you're willing to entertain, and then ultimately taking action on it, because thinking about it, feeling it is good and it's necessary, but it doesn't matter if you don't actually do anything with it. So I hope you'll check out about the program. It's going to be really good and a lot of fun. And as you can see, it's not another boring self-help book that you kind of read and then don't do anything with. It's not that at all. It is very much about taking things and breaking them down into bite-sized pieces and videos and journaling exercises for you. And then another awesome component about it, because very rarely do our heroes in the movies and TVs do everything entirely on their own, right? They have a community of sidekicks or fellow heroes or people supporting them in some way, or people who are going on the same journey with them. And so that's why there is a really cool community that's also part of the program. So it'll be a Be the Hero Facebook group, which is only for people that are taking the program. So it's people that are going to be motivated and won't judge you if you start talking about Hermione's time-turning tool that she used, or if you show up one day and post a picture of yourself with hair in your buns or whatever, so you can be Princess Leia. People aren't going to judge you because we make it fun. And this is about, being playful, but also meaningful and taking action on the things you really care about. Getting unstuck and moving forward with an adventurous mindset, okay? So I hope that you've gotten a little bit of new ideas, even if if you don't take the program, that's obviously not required, but I hope this is maybe caused you to think about things a little bit differently, and this whole idea of treating life as an adventure and just viewing things through that lens instead of a very small and narrow and super serious lens that I know that a lot of times we can get focused on, and we feel just really burdened by the things that are going on in our lives, and so we get our vision gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I really want to encourage you to open that vision up, have fun, be playful, think about those heroes that you admire so much in movies and TVs and what it is about them and the courage they had to display to achieve the things they did. And the work they had to put in. So I hope that's some food for thought. And there's also going to be a link below if you want to share some of your comments and enjoy a little bit of a discussion about this. But that's my cue to tell you and remind you that it's time to stop holding back, because life truly is a grand adventure. So it's time we start acting like it. All right, bye. Have a good one.